Once upon a time, in a rich and culturally vibrant African kingdom called Benin. Benin is a kingdom rooted in tradition and pride. Known for its peaceful present, yet Benin is always ready for war. There lived a brave warrior in this kingdom. His name was Iozwa. He had a daughter named Oleromo, who was his only child. Iozwa was renowned throughout the kingdom for his bravery and skill in battle. Oleromo, on the other hand, was celebrated for beauty and grace. As she blossomed into a young woman, her beauty became the talk in the kingdom, as many suitors sought her hand in marriage, as Oleromo wishes to marry for love. In Benin, there ruled a king named Obianuju. He was a powerful ruler whose heart was tainted by greed and desire for possession. He had many wives, but upon hearing of Oleromo's beauty, the idea of possessing the most beautiful maiden in the kingdom consumed him. One day, Obianuju sent a royal summon to Iozwa. As Iozwa stood before the king declared his intention to marry Oleromo, his only daughter. "She shall be my queen," he said, "as I am entitled to whatever and whoever I choose in this kingdom. She will not marry a common man." Iozwa respectfully stood his ground. "Your Majesty, I cannot force my daughter into a marriage she does not desire. Oleromo wishes to marry for love, and I shall like to honor her wish." King's face darkened with anger. "You dare defy me? I will not let this insult pass." Iozwa left, suspecting that the king's fury will lead to dire consequence. The threat of conflict loomed large over Iozwa, but he had to remain calm. The king told Iozwa to prepare for war. He returned home and told Oleromo about the king's threat. He handed her a bundle of dried herbs and said, "While I am away on the battlefield, keep these herbs boiling over fire. As long as the herb continues to boil, it means I am alive and fighting. If it stops boiling, it means I have fallen." With heavy heart, Oleromo did as her father instructed. She kept the pot on fire, watching the herbs boil. Days turned into weeks. As the war raged on, Oleromo's heart leaped with joy each time she saw the herbs boiling, a sign that her father was still alive. However, on a fateful day, the herbs stopped boiling and turned deep red. Oleromo's heart shattered as she knew her father was gone. She wept bitterly. Her cry echoed through the empty hall of her room. News of Iozwa's death soon reached the king. Obianuju wasted no time. He sent his royal guard to bring Oleromo to the palace. The guard found her in mourning, took her to the palace and left her in a room. Soon after, the king ordered that food, drinks, luxurious gifts and other items be brought to her. The room was filled with fine food and beautiful items, yet Oleromo refused to eat or speak. She was lost in grief. Days passed and the war ended. Iozwa's body was brought from the battlefield. Oleromo was brought out to see her father's lifeless body. She wept bitterly. Her heart breaks anew. For the first time in days, she spoke, singing a mournful song to bid her father farewell. "Oh father, brave and true, your spirit strong, your heart pure. In battle you fought, for honor you stood. Now in peace you rest, your journey through." Her voice was filled with sorrow, touching the hearts of those who heard it. She was taken to her room. Suddenly, a loud noise from her room. The palace maid rushed in and found that Oleromo had turned into a heap of luxurious beads. The transformation shocked everyone, including the king, but the relentless king ordered that the room be locked and the beads made into ornaments.
He adorned himself and his wives with the beads, saying no matter the form Oleromo chose to take, she will always be his property.
A deluded man lying to feed his ego. The king lived with regret, wishing he took a different approach in making Oleromo his wife. The story of Oleromo and Iozwa, a tale of love and tragic loss.